So I am back again. Draw something. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but to be honest, I never know, so yeah. Today I went through the Unsplash page just looking for photos that were interesting. I feel like I spent too long away from. Man, this pen looks awful. I think I spent too long away from drawing like people. That pen also looks awful. Still opacity? Oh, it's because it's so thin. It's doing some finer details, I guess. That's better. So I thought I was going to do something like line of action related, that did not come to be. Because I was looking through like the reference photos and I don't know. I found that I was getting distracted by the backgrounds and all. Just something that happens to me a lot lately. Even today when I was driving, I was distracted by the background that is the trees and stuff I saw on the road. I don't know how I drew this face. What order did I even... But sometimes I consider like making a drawing guide of sorts for myself, just to document what the heck I do. But then I like watch my like Procreate process videos and I'm just confused. Bro, what are you even doing? This is me trying to draw a lid, eyelids. Because I think, even though you can't really see through this person, their hand, I imagine their eyes are kind of lidded based off the other eye that is also looking at us. I made them so sleepy looking. Not that sleepy. Oh, Sphinx, been sketching and such? I'm doing the same. Feel free to join in. Might talk here and there though, so not that peaceful. A streamer if you're looking for a silent streamer. Yeah, thank you for dropping by. Sketching is fun. I think I like sketching more than like actually drawing. But because I'm pretty awful about like finalizing pieces. Because always like partway through I'm like, this is pretty bad. I want to scrap it. So Ran into that issue earlier today. Oh. Comrades in arms, I guess. One day I'll finish something I'll be completely happy with. There's some things that I have enjoyed drawing. But always when it comes to posting something, I'm like, this is not that good. Maybe I should just leave it. See, I thought drawing someone with a mask would make drawing the jaw easier, but the fact that their jaw is like kind of covered, it's a little confusing to me. My eyes perceive a jaw hue. Hands, my least favorite thing to draw. Something I can't avoid, since all human, many humans have hands. For the longest time, like before I actually started regularly practicing drawing, I would only draw hands, like only draw people without, like, by hiding their hands. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. That's also why I like sketching more. I can draw something sloppy and just be like, it's a sketch, it's not final. Oh, no worries. Don't worry about it. I don't even know if you can hear it. You can hear this. I'll type it as well. Nothing important. Yeah, don't worry about it. Honestly, most of the time, I don't even expect anyone to show up. People show up great, but honestly, like, I'm not doing anything massively entertaining, so like, really, it's just here for vibes and to give myself a reason to practice. feel like I drew their head a little more tilted than the actual person. Resembling my levels of tilt. Better? I need to tilt the eyes. Ah, yes. I like messy sketches. I don't like cleaning things up. I'm very much a big picture person, but I understand that details are make or break a lot of things. I just wish I could be satisfied with just my sketches. Someone popped in one day and was like, "You can just make super sketchy art like your style." I'm like, "Yeah, I could." I do see art like that on my feed, but I feel like even the sketchy art I see is very how do I say? It's a strong purpose. I have a strong like feeling from it. My sketches are kind of ambly, like I am. No direction. Yeah, the raw energy. That's a nice word. Yeah. I think the past few like practices I've done, I really did not clean up the sketch at all. I just kind of erased a few like really messy lines, and then yeah, that called it a day. I feel like I'm too impatient. I should just. I admire people who draw really clean lines, or like go through the effort to clean up their lines. I don't have that sort of patience. I don't know why I'm bothering to draw this nose. It's gonna be hidden under the mask. This a lot. I get distracted by things like all these details that either won't show up in the photo or the final piece, or it's just such an insignificant part that even if I did fully render it, no one would even notice. Not a detail-oriented person, but at the same time I get bogged down by details. Make it make sense. Wonder if I'm just like scared of details, so I just like hone in on them. Sometimes I wish there was something like a netted eraser in Procreate. Maybe there is. Maybe one of the brushes if I change to. It's just really tedious always changing the size of my eraser. See. I feel like this makes the arm look really long. Because the cuff. I'm trying to understand this hood. Hello, Brandon. How you doing? Thank you for dropping by as always. Cute emotes as always. Like drew this shoulder a little high up. compress this a little. Like, maybe if I just erase everything. People draw curly hair with line art. I feel like I ask this question every now and then, and I have no idea. It just doesn't look properly, like, fluffy. Do I add more lines? His arm looks super stiff. I think I need to tilt it more, but I don't know how to give the illusion. But his arm looks so weird. The hand looks fine, just the arm looks weird. the heck? Maybe because it doesn't match the this thing. Oh my god. So I think the issue is this pocket looks funky though. Oh god. In the boss music part of the playlist. Going back. Sorry. My appropriation's lagged a bit. I don't know. I got caught on stream. Anyways. Still feel a bit of disconnect with the arm. Like, should it be like more behind? Oh, the front goes over. I don't know. What would I do for the background? I'm probably not gonna do background for this, but I don't know what I would do. If I were to do a background, I feel like, oh, I don't know actually. Because I was looking at some other things I'd drawn, and my first thought was, kind of like a graffiti sort of background, because, masks and make like League of Legends Akali. That's what comes to mind first. But looking at some older pieces, I don't want things to distract from the subject too much, so I don't know if I want that, per se. Could it look cool, but distract from the person? I think a little too much. So what would I do? I really don't know. This depends. The scenario of what this person is. What is she doing? What? Why is she masking? Maybe she's going grocery shopping. Maybe the background could be grocery store. Honestly, I have no idea. Really bad at drawing like the background eye for like recorder's view, especially when I can't see the eye. Oh, Mort, how are you doing? I'm doing alright. Just sketching whatever, as usual. How have you been? giving her the most dramatic winged eyeliner ever. Someone's looking at it. We're starting a Sunday off. Nice, nice. Drawing's a little... I don't know what I'm doing, but that's always how it is, so... But a happy Sunday. Living in the future. Maybe I'm living in the past. I am glad though that I found a brush that I mostly like sketching with. Tilt. Oh, me too. Let's try to flip back. Oh. What's the brush? It's just the normal Procreate brush pen. I don't remember what settings I changed for it. Changed a few settings. Maybe the stabilization. Let me find the original brush pen. Okay, yeah, I removed the streamline thing. I think everything else should be the same. I might have also made it less opaque or something. But I didn't tweak that many settings. I was mostly looking for a brush that was a little... had more taper than this brush. And wasn't as... like the edges of this brush are like really... transparent. I don't know how to say it. But I was looking for a brush like that, and then I saw someone mention using calligraphy brushes. So I went through all the calligraphy brushes that Procreate had, and then found this brush that was pretty close. And also since it's like pointier, I can also do like hair or like eyelashes better. But I don't know, maybe in a few days I'll change my mind and I'll find another brush I like more for sketching. I mean I also like using the pencil, but I noticed the pencil doesn't show up too well on both on stream and in my like when I do this thing, Procreate preview thing. So while I like sketching with it, when I'm trying to, you know, like go back and figure out what I did, it was kind of difficult because I could barely see my strokes. So far this brush has been nice for that. Because of course my main goal is just to improve and look back on what I did, so if I can't really do that well, then it's kind of a problem. But yeah. Who knows, maybe I'll change my mind. Yeah, I was also introduced to another brush. Is it also a calligraphy brush? I don't know under which section it is. Well, I mean, I saved it on the favorites. It's the Gasinki brush. This one's like more like the technical pen. It has no opacity. It's like completely dark. So I've been using it for line art. The only problem is it gets a little weird artifact at the edge. I think it's probably some sort of post-processing thing. So yeah. my downside. Otherwise, it's fine. Hello, Hana. How are you doing? Interesting that. Yeah. It's something, I don't know if it's with all drawing programs, but I've noticed Procreate has a lot of, like, I mean, it's not a super big deal, because, I mean, most people are probably not zooming in that much. But like, when I'm like drawing something, sometimes I zoom into something to, clean up something, or like I see a speck and I'm like trying to erase it, and then I realize it's just when I try to like go back over it, it's this weird like, I don't know, extra bit. It's kind of weird. You coping? Is that how you're doing? It's okay. Coping is a natural response. No, I'm doing alright. Just chilling. As always. I never know what I'm drawing, so just choosing. Might as well get a dartboard and just randomly choose things to do. I was gonna do like a line of actioning based off what you were saying last time, but I couldn't find a photo I like really was drawn to, so ended up just not. How's the study? Oh, it's going alright. Did I just start streaming? It's been 40 minutes, so it's been some time, but not that much time. Started late today, yeah, I did start late. I woke up really late today for one, and I had a lot of errands to do. So yeah. Started stream late. I almost didn't stream, but I was like, yeah. It's the weekend, I should do something. So here I am. Yeah, it is later than usual. Part of it is, yeah, it's the weekend, so it's okay if I'm a little late. Other part of it is, I got a place, so the rest of my schedule was pushed back. So why do I always do this thing where I like color the thing in the foreground first? Like, why don't I start with like the hoodie or the face? Not talk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was looking for like references to use the Technicon, I guess. But I think I was feeling more drawn to like faces today, and it's kind of hard to line of action a face. I mean, it's probably possible. Maybe like for this one, I could have done maybe the eye line, but there's not much action, I guess, in faces. So yeah, and also the website is a little risky for the poses, even if I choose the fully closed option. So probably not gonna use it for pose practice at any point. But it does seem like a good technique. That's something I do want to try at some point. Maybe when I'm feeling more like poses. I also did the thing where I chose the lighter color. Second. I don't think it's that risky. I don't know the full details of Twitch TOS, but can't draw nude figures, and they were mostly fine. Yeah, I'll definitely like go through off stream. I have gone through the figure practice off stream, um, because it's clothed figures are like fun and all, but definitely harder to like study off of. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. It's just I've seen like mixed things. Like I've seen people banned for like literally like the tiniest thing. And other people, fly with whatever. And like I'm not like too attached to this channel, but at the same time it's like honestly if this account got banned, I probably just would stop streaming. Just in general. It's just too much hassle. Yeah, I have seen riskier things, but like I've also seen someone banned just because they accidentally um showed nips on stream, and it was just literally just like 2 seconds. Like literally, what are they gonna do? Anyways, whatever. Twitch has been really inconsistent in my opinion, which is really dumb, but it is what it is. My favorite subject to draw for fun? Well, I started drawing to draw fan art. so for either for games like Genshin or like I used to draw K-pop people. So K-popper. Currently my obsession is VTubers, so VTubers. But in general I like drawing people. K-popper. What's the term? K-popper derogatory. What do I watch for VTubers? So Niji Sanji got me into VTubers. I actually had watched some Kanai stuff way back when, because I was a Genshin. I am still a Genshin gamer, so his clips got recommended to me, and I was like, "What is this?" Anime person talking. I mean, I was intrigued, but I was still very much in my K-pop phase, so I didn't watch that much. Nowadays, I mostly watch just whoever's streaming, honestly. Like I will watch like any Niji EN member. Yeah. I mean the main person I like to watch is Shu Yamino. But his outfit's hard to draw. So I drew him once and I was like, I'm not doing this again. Yeah, it's really fun. Getting into it has reminded me a bit of how I felt when I first got into K-pop. But YouTube likes to recommend me Hololive more though. Maybe because more people watch them? I have no idea. But I'm trying to restrain myself. Don't pull me down all these rabbit holes, YouTube, please. Um but I'm slowly trying to watch some of the like JP Livers as well. But I don't know. It's fun though. They're great to draw as well because they have reference sheets. Well, most of them have reference sheets. So It's been really nice. Reference sheets are honestly a godsend. Like, I'm so glad it's like a pretty regular thing. Yeah, a lot of them have reference sheets. I love reference sheets. No problem, no problem. A lot of them pin it, but yeah, some of them don't. Most of the EN livers, I think, like, use it after their schedule. Like post it after they post their schedule. But of course, some of them just don't have reference sheets, which is unfortunate. But I mean, again, it takes work to draw them, so it's okay. I understand. But bless the mamas who put in the extra work to make the reference sheets. This is probably the most chaotic shading I've ever done. I don't even know what I'm doing. Just uh this is what happens if I don't have proper reference. I just shade willy-nilly. Realizing the lighting I'm drawing is very different from the reference, but oh well. No one really cares. Squiggle. Okay, oddly. Okay. This is kind of a strange shading technique I'm doing, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Looks mostly fine, so we'll call it good. Okay. One day I'll be good at identifying dark skin tones. So the hand is a little orange. Like this shade? Oh, thought I lightened it. Is it this shade? Kind of. We're just leaving this. I feel like it's not quite the right shade. It's fine, copium. I didn't want the boss music. So I'm gonna go back to calmer music. Also don't know why. All these like white spots. It's the color fill is just not feeling it. It's a little yellow. No, it's still lighter. Maybe it's pink or... Nope, that's too pink. God. Why am I so bad at this? That's close, I think. Trying to draw knuckle lines, but that does not look good. Okay, I know the lighting is not orange, but it somehow looks really good. Change the lighting whenever it looks good, yeah. Like I like in the photo it's a wider light, but I think the orange looks good. Although on my PC it looks a lot redder. It's a lot more desaturated on my screen. But it's not like quite white. Sucker for cool lighting. We're gonna do shadows. Looking good. Thank you, thank you. I can't tell if it's my monitor being warm or if this is actually really orange. It looks more like a peach on my screen. Cause using a blender, yeah, sometimes I blend. But sometimes I also feel like blending is like cheating. I know it isn't, but so strict. No, I guess I just want to sometimes I find myself using a blender to like hide imperfections in my shading. If that makes sense. Like you know, maybe I added too much lighting in one place that, you know, really didn't need it. Like by blending it out, I kind of mask that. For me, blending is cheating. I do think if you know what you're doing, blending, you know, is good. But for me, um, I feel like I use it to mask things I'm uncertain about, which is like fine if I'm like, you know, finishing something. But I think when I'm practicing, I want to know exactly what I'm confused about. Definitely for finishing pieces, I use the blend a lot to soften edges because I don't like hard edges. But that's just me. My opinion. Not fact or not fact or anything. Just keep blending if it makes your piece look better. I just don't know what I'm doing, so I feel like I shouldn't blend too much. Especially when I'm practicing. Was I meant to be broken? I mean, this is just a sketch. I'm just kind of doing whatever, so I don't mind breaking my own rules a bit. But a lot of times when I'm like studying, I do. That's also why I'm using like this like harder edge brush rather than my usual softer edge coloring brush, just so I can see what I'm doing. Blend too much with an piece? Yeah, I can see that as well. Because some places you want hard edges. Um, but yeah, I don't have a discerning eye yet, so put too many soft edges, I think. I hope this hair looks curlier. Probably should have done this on a separate layer. Give me one moment. Actually, you know what? Screw it, I'm gonna one layer this thing. But with a normal brush, if you reduce the opacity and use color, continuously pick. Gives more of a painterly feel. A lot of times I quote unquote blend by using a softer edge brush. So I guess maybe that's similar to like reducing the opacity. And there's also like what brush is it? The blends. Let me choose a different color so you can see what I mean. Maybe it's not this brush. But yeah, there's like a brush that kind of does a blend for you. I think it's a medium blend, but I'm just not choosing good colors. Yeah. There's a lot to understand. I don't know. I've watched a lot of things about lighting and shading, but like I think on the surface level I understand it, but I think I need a lot more practice to fully understand it. It's a whole book worth of knowledge, yeah. One of those things I wish I knew, but it's like I've watched videos, analysis, you know, about lighting, bounce light, whatever they call it, reflected light, all that stuff. But you know, when it comes down to it, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. You can tell I change my mind with the light sources by the minute. You know, I'm just gonna have it like this. Make her hair look too thin though. So here the light source is approximately coming from the top left. Beyond that, I don't know. I guess the light on the palm of her hand is probably reflected light. But all this is like, I don't know, it gets a little confusing to me. Top right for you. I guess that's true, because her forehead is really strong light. It's probably top right, because the bandana's shadow is not on the right side, it's on the left side. It's top something. Guess I'm confused. It probably doesn't show up too clearly on the stream, but there's a bit of a shadow on her sweatshirt that's been confusing me that I just drew in wherever this one. But I don't know where it's from. But it's fine. Probably a wrinkle somewhere. Okay, and then yeah, that's true. I mean, I can only do the really basic shadows. Anything beyond that, I'm just lost. So it's looking great. Thanks, Brandon. Well, like, as always. That color's too similar. Should I just go for more black? Does look great, even with the confused shadows. If I do like a bluish shadow when everything else is warm tone, is that weird? Just if I just go darker, it looks. Dude, because I didn't draw the hand over her face, the shadows are different, so I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do here. Those look great. Okay. Even in all my confusion. I don't know how to like shape this part. I don't have the hand. Day 102, I still don't know what I'm doing. It's actually day 102. Just. I don't know how to shade the mouth part. I need to somehow indicate there's a chin here, but I'm just like. Do I. Huh? Question mark? phonetically confused. I don't know what I'm doing. Somehow hue indicates the chin. It's partly from observation. Look at pictures and paintings. Try to determine where the light is coming from. Setting the objects and stuff like that might help. Yeah, I mean, that's the hope with these studies. I'll notice something at some point. But there are enough things, maybe I'll realize something. Is the hope. This is so dramatic, what the heck? Suppose I forget how dramatic the music in Genshin is. Okay, when I smudge the wrinkles, they look so much more realistic. But I'm not trying to make them realistic, I'm trying to figure out where the nose is. Let's observe stuff when I'm walking in the park. Oh, that's nice. Walking in the park sounds nice. Like, do I want to fix these other wrinkles? I probably should. There's like a big line wrinkle thing that I didn't really draw. Somehow hue. That makes it so dark. IDK. I always forget this brush is a slightly different shape than my other one, so I have to be careful when I make strokes. Chin will show up because the bandana is too loose at the area. Yeah, but like I'm like looking at the reference and you can somehow tell there's a chin there. It's kind of baffling me how. It's pretty amazing what the eye can pick out. I feel like I'm putting too much effort into this. Partially tucked under her chin. Oh, I see. This part maybe? Well, I'll leave it. Leave in all its messy glory. Yeah. Keep wanting to erase, and I remember this is one layer, so I can't erase. This red is like super vibrant. It's kind of blinding. It's okay, it looks cool. Red is a cool color. Am I really bad at drawing curly hair? Looks so thin. It's fine. It's fine. Copium. It's fine. I think the face needs more like shadow. I would put like highlights and nothing for shadow. Curly hair is hard and you can see the curly. Yeah, I mean, I cheated a little bit by not like completely making it smooth when coloring it. I left a few gaps so you can, kind of imagine the curly. But doing a good job of it, thank you. Curly hair, skin tones, all things I need to work on. So I'm unnecessarily spending time adding shadow. Yes. This is something I shouldn't be doing. to the dramatic music. I don't know what I said. There's no cheating in art, it's just tools and how you use them. Yeah, I guess. Guess that's true. I'm hard stuck in the way of thinking. You do it the hardest way possible. But yeah, I guess you're right. If it works, it works. Just use my brain to achieve the effect. Wow. That's like big brain. Wait, to make myself feel better, you're right. And adding shadows makes things so much more dramatic looking. That's fair. I'll do my best to try not to think about things as cheating. Just, ingrained mentality that I don't know why I have. Maybe it's just a few months in traditional art. Okay, you know, we'll call it good. Okay. I'm gonna merge some layers. Name, chin. Okay. Name is left. Yeah, I guess just all things considered, but this looks alright. Hand's a little scuffed, but go with it. So I can tell it's a hand. I think it should have been a little larger. It's a little small for a hand. It's better. Dude, where is this? Okay. I think it's a more appropriate sized hand. Palm about half face size, I think. I need to stop looking at this. The more I look at it, the more things I want to fix. Like, I'm like thinking that, oh, this arm's a little off. No, it's fine. Everything is fine. Anywho's, happy that at least I've gotten faster at like at least putting together something that looks like a person. Even though it's still kind of a sketch because I didn't clean up the lines at all. At least the eyes look fine. I've been struggling with eyes lately. I mean, I've always struggled with eyes. But give me the whites of eyes. There we go. Now you can see their eyes. Woo! Okay. Okay. Sometimes I just close them. I saw a reference. There's one I was gonna use, but it had. I don't know if I can still find it because a lot of times I close the tabs. Um, but I was gonna use it because I was like, wow, it's nice. There's two people. You can practice composition, yada yada. And I noticed their eyes were closed. I'm like, well, I mean, I could open them, but yeah. Maybe some other day I'll come back to it. Come back to those if I can find that reference. I watched a video once when someone was like, if you struggle with something, hide it. I'm like, can I hide my whole drawing? But I thought of that when he said about closing eyes, because if you close your eyes, you hide them. But eyes are really expressive, so closing them makes some things harder. But I guess eyebrows are can carry you. So in this drawing, I covered one of the hands, so I could mask that weakness a bit. That's true. I'm guessing you're talking about the eyes. Yeah, I think eyes are nice. Like this model, their eyes are like somewhat hooded and kind of like squinting at us, and I think that's pretty expressive. That's not something that's easily like imitated with closed eyes. Like, oh, I mean, for one, you can't even make them your eyes squint if they're squinted. If they're closed, you can't make them squint. But I don't know if that took me too much effort to say. But yeah. Did I even move this? There we go. Eyes are the windows to the soul or something. Okay. I will probably call the stream here. It's a bit late to go wind down with some games and go to sleep. But I thank you all for tuning in, giving encouraging words and advice as well. Closed eyes can give emotion expression too. Yeah, I agree. Like the reference I saw, they were like peaceful, kind of. And that's a special sort of expression. But I mean, I think it's one of those things where because there are fewer lines or things to draw, it can be harder to do, right? So I feel like it's hard for me to be very expressive, draw expressive expression with closed eyes. But yeah, yeah. Glad I decided to stream. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad I decided to stream. I'm always glad I decided to stream, even though it's like a struggle to like get started and like figure out what I'm gonna do. Or in pain. Oh no. Okay, we'll go stick with the happy emotions you listed first. Chill, peaceful, dreamy. Yes, yes. It's fun to see the art being created. I'm glad you enjoy it. It's always fun drawing. Having people along for the ride. It's nice to, you know, like see what other people are thinking as well. But yeah. Thank you for tuning in. I helped you? Are you sure? I feel like it's the other way around. But I'm glad I could have done something helpful. Um, Mutual help. It's always great. Everyone wins. Uh, I'll see you all whenever I next stream. Maybe tomorrow. But I don't know if tomorrow will be a drawing stream. But yeah. You're sure? Okay, that's very sweet of you. Oh, that's so kind. Oh, thank you as well. Coming in and giving tips and being encouraging. It's always, I think drawing and art is can be really isolating at times. So, you know, having people to chat with is always nice. So, thank you as well for tuning in. And more as well if you're still here. Or anyone else if they're looking. Yes, thank you all. And have a good rest of your day. Don't Bible thump. All hearts. Yes. Goodbye, goodbye. Oh my gosh, this song is also kind of Bible thumpy. Oh yes. You're all very wholesome. We're all wholesome. We can be wholesome together. Exponentially wholesome. Anyways, goodbye, goodbye. And see you all whenever you're able to drop by again. Goodbye.